Alright guys, so now we're going to go ahead and cut down our backing material because it overhangs probably about 1/4 of an inch on each side. We're going to be using a razor blade for that to try and cut that off all the way down here, and then we're going to come back and cut down the shape of our bow where we measured from the center of each limb down to 3/4 of an inch. We'll go ahead and do that with a jigsaw afterwards. Alright guys, so now what we're going to do is go ahead and go from our center of our limb on each side down to the end of our limb where we marked out 3/4 of an inch from the center here. So we're going to go ahead and taper that down. I'm going to use the bandsaw, but you can use a jigsaw if you'd prefer. Alright guys, I went ahead and marked a line down the belly of the bow. Let's show you here. All the way down both sides. It's about 1/8 inch or so. We're going to go ahead and take some of that off. We're going to do it, we marked it there so that way we don't take too much off from each side. You want to make sure you keep it as even as possible. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. Alright guys, now we're going to go ahead and cut our nocks in. So we're going to measure from the top of each side. I'm going to do mine at about 3/4 of an inch. We're going to do it on the front. So here's where our backing is. On this side, this is the belly. This is the part we just kind of took down a little bit. This is also where our handle is back here. So we're going to mark 3/4 of an inch on the front side here. I'm going to take a square and use the 45-degree angle here and mark it towards the handle. I'm going to come down just a little bit just to make that a little bit thicker of a line so it's easier to see. Alright, we're going to do the same thing to the other side, and the main thing is you want to make sure that each one of them line up, because if you have it off, say you have one here and one down lower or up higher or whichever way, then it's going to twist your limbs. So you want to make sure those are in line. Alright, so we'll go ahead and start filing. I've seen people use a chainsaw file for this because it fits, it's the exact size of a string. You can do it that way. I probably will here in just a minute, but to start it, I'm going to take just the edge of any old square file or whatever, just to get a good, or rasp is actually what I'm using just to start it. Have a good line for that round file to fit into. Alright, let me get my chainsaw file and we'll start doing that.